I would love one, but
Justin had.
you have some?
But you didn't bring them, did you?
We have French Zoinkers. I brought them to work. I took one at work. I did not feel good after that.
But you don't have a French Zoinker right now.
No, I don't have a Zoinka.
International.
Does it not have the Zoinka here tonight?
I would love to have a Zoink right now.
Zoink.
Okay, so we're drinking this wine from the Dow.
We're really into Dow lately. We got a couple Dow wines. If you ever had Dow, I highly recommend checking out this region. You know what this podcast was sort of based upon was us drinking the wines and talking about the wines and also now we've kind of lost that along with the other thing, which was the songs at the end of the podcast. We need to reach out, do more grassrootsy. Like, what do people miss? Do you guys miss us talking about the wines? Do you miss us talking about
Justin, what do you miss?
Yeah, do whatever you want.
You miss the songs.
I miss the songs, man.
Well,
here's one
fucking
for
Prince sued us, man. What are you gonna do?
Welcome to the Portugal Corner of the podcast where we talk about all things Portuguese soccer, the good, the bad, and the funny. It's episode 160. I'm Evan.
Big 160. I'm Patrick.
Justin.
Big 160, I'm Chris.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Let me tell you something. Weeks like this,
jacked up.
This is why we invented this podcast. This is why
So you can
we
gloat.
are here. Yes.
You have a place to gloat.
That's right. It's about gloating. It's about coming on. It's about talking shit. It's about saying, not just like, oh, I hope they have a chance. Oh, you know what? If we keep doing things well, we're going to come out good this season. No. We beat your fucking ass.
Oh,
Hey, don't slam the table.
Hey,
spill
Justin.
the wine,
Hey,
brother.
Benfica can't win every week, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
but
they might, actually.
it feels good when they do.
Yeah.
It feels good when they do. Okay. I said that. You're pretty hyped up this week, Patrick?
I'm pretty jacked up, yeah.
Pretty jacked
It
up.
feels good.
Pretty jacked up. It's been a while since we felt like that. So, let's enjoy it and let's hear it.
I want to feel like that too. Give me some more wine.
Okay.
Dow.
That actually, it helps tremendously.
Give him the Dow.
Makes you feel good. Yeah, it gives you super strength.
Yeah, we're going to go.
Pour me some, yeah.
I think the thesis of this kind of episode is like back to our roots, back to what we're truly about.
We're doing a classic one.
We're doing a classic, a late
one, and a great one.
It's a late one. It's a great one, and it's gonna be another classic, and it might also be a Chris episode. That remains to be seen. We'll have to see what happens.
We're gonna bring back a classic segment, opening up packs of stickers.
No, I know that segment has been axed.
So what's the timestamp on today gonna be?
Oh,
We don't even think it. We
Nah,
don't worry.
just let it happen.
We just let it happen. Next thing you know, we look over. Wow, 2.5 hours.
next thing you know, we're at Wingporium.
Yeah. We're at Wingporium.
Wake up in Wingporium.
It's late night happy hour because and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a lot of games to go through. There's also the national team. They did call-ups. I feel like it's not as interesting. I don't like. There's some cool call-ups, but I'm not excited about it anymore.
Yeah, I don't fucking care. Benfica just beat Porto. Like, I don't want to watch the national team now.
And we're playing Croatia and Scotland again.
Why
or
do we keep
Poland?
playing Croatia?
It's Croatia
I'm
and
sick
Poland.
of these fucks.
Because it's Nations League. We play the same teams every week.
God damn
Yeah.
it.
We're in the top tier of Nations League.
You know what they need to do? Flip Nations League with Champions League. I want to play in the Champions League, same teams all the time. Just a group that you play twice. And then the Nations League, make that one the crazy one. Be like, oh yeah,
I like
you
that.
got to play every country.
Yeah, I do like that.
A table, yeah.
A League of Nations.
You
Who
just
would have thought?
Yeah.
you just fixed the UEFA.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Okay,
a good
but-
idea.
But there's
Okay.
no money in that idea, so they're not going to do
But
it.
so far in the Champions League format, how are you guys liking it?
No, bad.
Oh,
It's still
Nope.
too early. It's three
I hate it.
games.
it's terrible. Like, you don't play the same teams twice.
It
Like,
doesn't bother me. I don't mind.
You don't mind it.
We're
I don't
not-
mind it
Yeah,
at
but you're
all.
like, what the hell? Well, I'm in 16th place? What is that?
What are the stakes? Like, no one knows what the stakes are.
We're not far enough into the tournament to decide whether it's good or bad yet, though. It's
Well-
still too early.
I just don't like it.
Judging on what's happened so far, I don't mind it.
Okay.
I guess because
It's not fair.
I'm
It's
watching
random.
Liverpool and we haven't lost, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's so far so good.
That's true. It's not fair. It's random.
You're just playing a different random team in a different country, and they don't come back to your country.
To be fair, Benfica's had some hard games, and it's those games that it's like you're gonna lose to Bayern away. Like it's not a
Yeah.
easy
We didn't
game.
have to though. We didn't have to do that.
but you did. But it's
They
also
didn't
one of
have
those
to-
things where it's like,
They also didn't have to go out the way they did. They
Yeah.
didn't have to do it that way.
all right,
Either way, we'll get to that. But no, I'm not liking it, Chris. I
okay.
just don't really fuck with it. Don't really. I want like a set. Like it's the way we're kind of like. Look, you're very adaptable to change. I like the way things always were, and nothing should ever change.
You're
you know?
a creature of habit.
I'm a creature of habit, but I also like knowing the stakes. Like game one, okay, we're away, we got to get points here, or whatever, or like a draw is good here. I like knowing what you need going into the game rather than just like it's like regular season hockey. It's like who cares if we win or lose this game? We'll figure it out at the end when we're like 10 games left what we need to do.
Yeah.
we just
But
gotta
I-
play
Wait till the end.
but
to
I
see.
argue you know what all your games are. You know who you're playing away. You know who you're playing on the road or at home, and you can see which games are winnable, which games are a little harder. When you're hosting fucking Ludogorets, that's probably a win. You have not looked at the schedule enough.
The Arsenal fan TV people. I mean, not to quote these geniuses too much,
Guys don't
but
have brains.
Oh, Robbie's pretty cool. He's a smart guy.
But he said, and he's a traveling fan, so he goes, and he said he made the point. We just went to Milan. We lost to Inter. It was a close game. He's like, I would like to have that game back. I would like to also see them come to our house and see what they could do there, because I think we would beat them at in our home. So it's kind of like there's no sort of little rivalry or any kind of thing built up, you know?
Instead, you got to host Bodo Glimt or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, you got to shake it off, right? You lost Inter at home. Shake it off. Get ready for the next one.
Okay.
I think we've fallen off the plot of the national team call-ups. Do we want to talk about this at all, or just pass
Sorry,
by?
I just want one last thing before we move on. I know what you're missing. There's no revenge.
Yeah. That's what that guy's missing.
You
I
want revenge?
No, Justin likes revenge.
I like a little revenge.
But what
Yeah.
about when you meet up with the team again in the knockouts?
Ooh,
Maybe that's when the revenge hits.
there can still
What
be
if you
revenge.
What if you? I don't even know how you get to the. That's what's bothering me. I don't even know how you get to the knockouts.
Yeah, but you gotta.
You gotta
Yeah,
look
I
at
don't
the
know how
whole.
to
You
explain
gotta
it.
look at the whole system.
All right, it's okay. We can move forward.
All right. Yeah. Why we still got Otavio? Why am I still talking about Otavio?
I
The
don't
year of
know.
our Lord 2024. Can we not find another guy who can do that?
Beats me.
He's Otavio and he's playing it at Al Nasser. It's like, why?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a double whammy. I think Pote and Mateusz Nunes both got injured or taken out. We're bringing in Samu. There's a Samu plays in Spain.
Oh yeah, I know that guy has like a beard. I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And we
He's
have
a
a
hairy
Spanish Samu that plays in Portugal.
And then
so
there's
we kind of
another-
flip these Samus.
Then there's another Portuguese Samu in Guimarães too, formerly Vizela.
Yes, I remember him.
This man,
Yes.
Oh my God.
Samuel Costa. He's got a weird look to him.
He's got a very Brazilian kind of vibe. Look,
Those ain't his real teeth.
You think he has fake teeth?
Yeah.
a lot of people have that now, veneers.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it always looks fake. I haven't seen a natural veneer look yet.
Yeah.
You know, it's like your teeth are kind of built to shape your head. I mean, I don't know who. I don't know, maybe Cristiano kind of pulls it off a little bit because like he kind of his whole face is kind of structured in like a fake way.
It's another plastic surgery kind of thing, right? You got to go to get somebody that does it right so it doesn't look fake, right?
Well, you know where
Right.
this guy plays? He plays in Mallorca.
Ah.
He's got to look good.
Yeah.
So fake tits, like them or dislike them?
Depends if they look real.
They never look real. They look like big melons.
I think I used to go to some dance clubs back in the day, and as long as they feel real, because like sometimes I remember the older ones used to feel like basketballs, and I thought that was like fun. That was like a novelty, right?
You felt the first gen, like the old ones?
Yeah. That's how old
dribbling.
I am. I felt like the Pam Anderson, like
yeah.
that
They got
kind of
grip?
basketball.
They had grip on it?
Grippy. Yeah, it was like a Spalding.
We're in Patreon territory already, guys.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, you're getting a
The
2 for 1 on
Patreon.
this
I'll tell you what. The Patreon and the show should be mixed, and we have a lot of debates on that. But I will say, props to Nuno Tavares. I never thought this guy would make the national team.
Killing it.
Playing very well at Lazio. He's assisting goals. So, he's coming to his own. Just like he just needed a failed year at Wolves, a failed year at Marseille, or like a Marseille where he was kind of like better.
Arsenal, Marseille, yeah.
Marseille.
And just Arteta just yelling at you after every game.
Yeah.
Do you want to play Champions League?
That's home for some people. It's a trauma bond.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He's my papa.
Yeah.
Tony Silva in the lineup. How? Why?
He's his name,
Just keep him integrated. Keep him in the squad. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fair.
he's kind of looking forward. He's like,
Needs
who
to
am I?
feel like he's part of the
He
team.
needs that. He needs it.
On the other hand,
Without Pep, they're still looking for who's going to play beside Ruben. So
yeah. And Thomas Arujo also.
He's amazing,
Good
yeah.
call. Yeah, he's been doing well.
Let's see if he gets some minutes, maybe.
A lot of calls for Portuguese league guys, which is nice. Jallo there also like that. Like this back line that we're building.
Maybe they'll rescind that call.
Yeah. Hey, easy there. Okay, yeah, I don't know.
You guys passing notes over there or something?
yeah, Chris just
Giggling
wrote me one
like
that
little
said
schoolgirls.
That said Danilo looks happy.
Well, that's an old note that
That's
we
an
wrote.
old note.
Danilo didn't get called up. I don't think he's that happy.
No, Danilo doesn't. I don't think he's happy right now.
Okay, we're getting into the big one. Start big.
Might as well.
All right,
sure.
drop the
We
bomb.
keep alluding to it.
4-1 to the Birds in the Luge. Benfica romp Porto in the Classico. Samu ties it before the half, but the Dragons fall asleep in the second. Long strides opens the scoring. Di Maria strikes twice, and then an OG from Perez. Max Pavlidis on his finish. He couldn't even get the goal. It was an OG.
Yeah. Hey, he had to be there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
He's a be there guy.
You know what? on a beautiful game like this, on an amazing day that just occurred, I don't want to talk about Pavlidis. Pavlidis is not to be talked about. Who cares about him?
I thought he played well.
He hit a post.
He did some stuff. He got a good free kick in some dangerous areas.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you watched the game. I didn't. I was in a bed. So.
Oh,
Was
don't tell me that.
Was he the man that was teared down, or was that Atracoglu? And then Di Maria finished the play, but it was called for the free kick.
I think I remember that being Aktoglu.
Yeah,
Maybe
He got
not.
thorned down.
Aktürkoğlu.
And you see all the fans celebrating, and we're like, we should have this goal. And it's like, no, the whistle went.
Maybe that was Pavlidis. But who knows?
I'm gonna say
They
it-
all look the
I'm
same
gonna
to me.
say
They look
the-
like little ants.
I'm gonna say it the proper way, the Arab way. Aktürkoğlu. And Chris, you say it. What's the Portuguese way? So, Patrick, going to the game. You watched it. You were the expert.
I was there. I was at the stadium. No, I was at our stadium.
Yes.
The bar that we go to.
Rosa Branco.
How are the vibes?
A lot of Porto guys actually.
There
You
is
know
a lot
what?
of Porto. There's a
It's-
contingent
They're
there.
regulars there.
It's kind of a bit of a. I don't want to say a Porto bar.
No, you know what it is? There was visual Porto support. There was guys in jerseys, guys with jackets, guys with Porto swag. But when Benfica
closeted
scored,
Benficas.
loud, not that they're closeted Benfica fans, but there was just Benfica fans that just not there supporting.
a
Well,
lot of like older Benfica fans who aren't gonna say anything,
I
just
think
quiet.
they remember what happened last time. That's
yeah,
why they're
and they're like, I can't wear my gear this
Yeah.
time.
It was bad luck last time.
There were some vocal young Porto fans.
Yes.
And for the first goal, Carreras' goal, a guy, we had a spoiler in the place. He looked at his phone. He's like, Benfica. Even I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't spoil that. Like, I want it to be a surprise too.
we're
Did
all
people
here.
boo that man?
But there was one Porto fan that got really pissed at him. Like, he wanted to cave his head in. Like,
Called him out in front of the entire bar, and he says, "I'm gonna smack you in the fucking head." if
and
you
that
do
guy,
it again."
that guy was a Porto fan. I had his back. Like, I would have beat that guy up too with him.
No fucking.
It is
spoiler.
true. It's not the thing to do. I
Yeah.
guess you want to make this whole thing about yourself that you have a phone.
Yeah.
Brother, we all got phones.
And I'm not looking at mine because
Yeah.
I want to watch the game.
yeah.
But he was like, "Yeah, we're all here to watch the game together and react to whatever happens. Don't be fucking ruining it for
Yeah,
everyone."
show some restraint, you freaking nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Next
much.
time that happens, you keep that inside.
Very much so.
Mm,
Very
yeah,
much so.
dick move. And that guy was pissed for like the rest. Well, because Porto did lose, but even after the
It all
game,
went downhill.
He was
He
like
was
he
still
was like
mad.
yelling. He wasn't yelling about the game. He was still talking about that guy from earlier.
That's such a Portuguese thing too. It's like you're just yelling. You're talking to your immediate table. You're like that fucking guy.
Fucking God, man.
Well, the thing is, you can't control the game, but
Yeah.
you can be like, what a dickhead.
Yeah. Nothing I can do about that game, but
Yeah.
I could have punched that guy earlier.
If I did, he would have deserved it.
Yeah. Great goal, opening goal. Tomas Arujo passed it to Carreras on the wing.
What a player! What
Yeah.
a player! This
He could
guy
do
is.
everything.
But yeah, the passing of the game a couple weeks ago, he set up a beautiful goal as well.
Yeah.
Just like picked the arsonist on the side there. His passing. This guy's like, what are we gonna call this guy? He's like he could play anywhere. He's like a Franz
Arujo?
Beckenbauer. I'm gonna call him
Beckenbauer.
Franz Beckenbauer. Yeah,
Easy
he
there.
is amazing.
No, there's some notable Benfica guys that came out that day, and I say Carreras, Arujo, Arsonist
Arsonist
yeah.
in the right position.
Those
he
guys
can have some games.
were fucking flying.
I love him in the midfield. Yeah, that's just where he belongs.
Yeah. And then who would have thought like playing players in their right position would, like
Shit
go
works.
well?
He's a jack of all trades. You can fill in places, but you'd rather not have to
No.
do that.
No,
But sometimes Schmidt was like forcing it. Like he just preferred him over players who actually played that position.
exactly. Yeah, he was like, I like him on that wing there.
Yeah.
he's a winger. I'm like, this guy, we can't win like this. He's too slow to be on the wings. He's perfect for the middle of the park.
Yeah.
So, they go in 1-1. There's kind of a defensive mishap right over there.
Mm-hmm. The Samu goal.
The Samu goal. What were your vibes there when it was 1-1 in the half?
Still confident. Still playing
They were-
well.
Benfica,
Yeah.
I just saw the extended highlights, and Benfica was taking it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were like drowning almost sometimes. They look like.
Yeah.
What about too many flares on the pitch that had to stop the game?
I say hell fucking yeah, brother. I'm back on. I don't know why they ever took away the flares. First of all, it might be dangerous or something, but I love it.
Yeah, a lot of flares behind the net over there.
And where do you hide a flare when you come in the stadium?
Up your butt, obviously.
Just checking.
Well, in the wake of all the flares, Porto get a cross in. Samu all alone in the box pops it in. We got a 1-1 game. I was feeling great. I was like, oh, now it's on. We're going into the second.
Yeah, goal right before the half.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Deadly.
concede those.
I think that went right past one of our defenders. Who was that? Otamendi?
That was Otamendi, yeah.
Yeah.
And they made a little post afterwards that said they're paying for dinner.
Yes.
Otamendi and Trubin.
And Trubin, I guess, should have. I don't know where he was.
They're
where he
paying for
was.
dinner for
Yeah.
the whole team. That could be expensive.
Yeah, well, they make a lot of money.
That's true.
Now, and then after that, Di Maria scores. Nice goal. Finish. A little bit selfish. He probably could have passed the ball off, but he did not want to. He saw the guy open. He saw Pavlidis says, I don't want to take a
No.
chance with Pavlidis.
You can't pass the Pavlidis. The guy, he's a bumbling idiot.
No, the pass can be intercepted. The pass might not make it to him. The net is there. You take the shot.
He's feeling hot. He's feeling confident.
Absolutely. And then so we go up 2-1, and then it's just so Patrick has said that this celebration has been debuted before. The hugging the crowd.
The hugging the crowd.
It seems like I think in my head, in my history, I'm gonna say that he invented it against this game against Porto.
No, this wasn't the first time.
Hugging the crowd.
It's his like signature Benfica celebration now. It's together.
It's
everyone together.
He's
Juntos.
He's hugging the crowd. What a beautiful sentiment that is, Chris.
It is.
I think he first did it when all the fans were getting mad at the team. They're getting mad at the president, the coach. And he said we should all be together, all Benfica fans.
He's like the John Lennon of Benfica.
Yeah,
He just wants love
give
and
peace a chance.
Yeah.
Give Benfica fan harmony a chance.
Without, I hope he doesn't beat his wife like John Lennon does, but
Oh.
and his kid, I think. But
Well, we
He
got
beat
into
Yoko.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
All the fucking
John
time.
Lennon was a bad guy.
He was a bad guy. He was funny though,
he had a
Why
lot
does
of
everybody say that's their favorite Beatle?
because he was cool.
he had a lot of problems. I think he lost his mother when he was young. But anyways,
Did heroin.
yeah.
Beat his wife. But everyone loves him. I don't understand.
I think he jerked off with Paul once. People said that.
That's fine. That's like your best buddy, man.
That's her own business.
Best buzz.
I don't want to know
off.
any more
Traveling.
about that, actually.
They were on the tour bus together. Stuff gets crazy, I'm sure. Anyways, back to
No,
football.
that's what Come Together's about.
Nice.
Good one. Good one. You were saying
Over me. Oh God.
Wow, no, you don't got to say all the lyrics.
you were saying Junto's good celebration.
Yeah, I like it.
We also got Gyökeres with the Bane mask.
We got Gokers with the Bane mask. We'll get to when we get to Sporting, but
Yeah.
now Sporting has Bane and Superman on the team. So
Yes.
it's almost like, and I don't know how Benfica, it's good we got this win against Porto because I don't know how we're going to challenge them when they have Bane and Superman on the same
Bane and
team.
Superman have teamed up.
have
You
teamed
never,
up.
never thought I would say that. I don't know what they're gonna cause chaos. I think.
I think in
As-
Lisbon.
As good as the celebrations are, I feel like Samu is a more passionate celebrator.
Yes.
I feel like he brings a lot more to the table when he gets a goal.
What does he do?
He's unhinged. He just like
he goes
He does like
wild.
he freaks.
Midair fist pump.
Is he kind of like the guys in the 60s who just start running with their hands straight up in the air like Eusebio did? Like
He's
just running
like-
and sprinting with their hands up in the air before they invented the high five?
like on the video games.
See, you wouldn't know what the celebration is like because this was on BTV and they don't show you shit.
Oh no,
Look at
we're
this. He starts-
panning out.
He kicks the air.
Oh, they showed it on TV.
Oh yeah, when it happened, they had to. But you go to the highlight reel, BTV, they don't show you shit.
Oh no, they scrubbed that.
They scrubbed the substitutions during the game. They didn't even let you know which Porto players were coming on or off the pitch.
It's kind
They
of
don't show that.
That's disrespect.
It is
I do
weird
not
that-
Because
like
they
that.
don't care.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild
But
that
I-
every Benfica home game has to be on Benfica TV. So if you're watching Sporting Benfica in Benfica's casa, you have to watch it on their channel. It's
They're
it's really
camera
wild.
announcers.
I think at least like the Classicos like should not be on Benfica TV. It's weird.
I think it's mandatory to show substitutions for sure. Like
On the highlights,
no, during the game they did
Oh,
not.
during the game.
They did not show the substitutions. Like
that's wild.
they would
Yeah.
like kind of like pan over it and like you'd see guys switching out, but they wouldn't announce it. They wouldn't put like the artwork on the board.
That's weird because I want to see that too. Like I want to know
You
what's
want to
going
know
on.
who's on the field.
But it's kind of like the beauty of being like a Benfiquista. It's kind of like amazing. It's like there is only one team.
Oh my
All these other teams
God.
are just like built to kind of like lose to us, and we are the team. We are the one team that exists. Real
Says
Madrid,
the guys in third place.
Besiktas, Bayern Munich, like these are all just like
Besiktas?
peripheral teams to us. Yeah, we do business with Besiktas every once in a
Oh,
while.
yeah.
You know,
Sorry.
it's like was it Isaac Newton who decided that
Use gravity
the world
with the apple.
the world revolves around the sun
No, that was
And the
way
sun
before Isaac Newton.
is Benfica. It was Copernicus,
Copernicus.
and the sun is Benfica.
I think you're thinking of the theory of everything.
That's right.
No.
And in every lifetime, Benfica is the best club in the world. All right.
What are you
and-
searching?
And who
Copernicus?
invented opinions?
Socrates. Copernicus. Heliocentrism. 1543.
Hell yeah,
Wow.
brother.
That's when he figured it out.
It's crazy that I figured that out, and then Benfica was invented in 1904, and he already knew that.
Wow.
All right, I think I've made everyone sick enough about my Benfica propaganda,
Yeah.
but you know,
Porto give away a free kick. And if there's any way we're going to give away a free kick, I'm glad Ottomani got kicked in the head.
that is
Sure,
funny.
but joke's on you. Ottomani didn't get hit at all. If you look at the replay,
Yeah, that looks soft.
it was super soft. I don't think that was a penalty. He was totally faking it. I think.
Yeah, he's a bitch. But yeah, Di Maria bags another one. More hugs for the fans.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
How are these center backs you got going? Jallo and Perez. Not good.
Not good on that day.
Look
Not
like
good
two
on that
idiots.
day. Yeah, definitely.
Benfica, the lodge ball though, they took it to him, and I gotta
Yeah.
say, and I've been saying it all ever since Schmidt left, and this is the last time I mentioned Roger Schmidt ever, but I was wrong. Lodge came in. He's got this team playing such fantastic ball. They're moving it. They're grooving it. They're saying yeah. They're saying yeah.
You were when the rumors came out that Lodge was going to Benfica. You were so against it. You say no. You're like no.
I
You were
was.
crying. I
I
think.
was.
You said no. We were trying to hold you back.
I was.
Well,
And I'll tell you why. The man is a failure. But sometimes, you know, you can always come home. the Botafogo one, the Wolves.
Hey, Botafogo, you're destined. There's so much corruption in Brazil. He's destined.
He got out before he could fail, though. He quit, actually. He's a quitter.
I think though I was remembering seeing some of the ends of those games, and they did want Botafogo to lose that somehow. I don't know.
I don't know. I felt like before Lodge, Benfica was just discombobulated, and you guys had all these players that like some of them were showing up, some of them weren't. They were like not just, I don't know. No one was in a rhythm. It was just like all those crazy puzzle pieces. And then like watching this game on the weekend, I was like, oh shit! If these guys connect properly and people are in form, this team's actually might be good.
The puzzle has been put together.
Yeah, and I think a key part of the puzzle was, look, Kokshu on his own in the wrong position. That was bad. That was never going to work.
I don't know why he wanted that. He wanted to make Kokshu's new Enzo.
Yeah.
But Kokshu plays way higher up behind the striker.
Yeah, and Kokshu's not Enzo. And then Kokshu, what happened was he took that year to adapt to the culture, the food, the lunch table.
And also he hated Schmidt.
He hated Schmidt. And now we get 2 new friends in for Kokshu. So now we have Arthur Koglu. And I'm going to assume that he hangs out with Mduni too. I just kind of assume that they all hang out together at the lunch table.
I think they do.
And now he's got 2 new friends. He's already adapted. He can help them adapt. And now we got 3 kind of good players. 2 cracks, or 1 crack at least. Arthur Koglu. Kokshu remains to be seen. He has his good days and
I think
bad days.
he plays well.
But
Mduni, I still want to see more of him. He looks good every time he comes on.
Chris says Liverpool.
he might be a good super sub, but
Yeah.
So this is what my buddy messaged me. This is what I wake up on yesterday. And he goes, Benfica's midfielder, Orkun Kokchu, in line for LFC transfer.
Did you get like transfer rumors from just your buddy that texted you?
Yep. Yep.
This is like a Woj? Woj bomb?
most people
And
get
the-
Fabrizio Romano. He's
No.
got guy
At the bar. Guy that I know at the bar. And then I respond, what the fuck? And he said, he played under Slot at Feyenoord. Possible reunion at LFC.
He's a slut.
That's why he wants him.
So he's making a connection there.
Yeah.
But that's like an actual rumor.
I don't know if Kokshu plays fast enough for the Premier League, to be honest. I'd like to see him play a little faster, but
I feel like Liverpool's in need of defensive midfielders, not attacking midfielders. They're going to put him in the Arsenal spot, and it's not going to work over there.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you what.
Honestly, as long as, I mean, quick side note, but I think as long as McAllister stays healthy, then him and Soboslai,
Yeah.
I think they're good. I think Liverpool's good.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll sell him to you for 100 million euros with add-ons. So if he does well, could go up. What do you think?
Okay, but if he does bad, then I want a lot of that money back.
Nope, a lot. That's not how it works.
Yep.
I could see him going for like 70 or something.
God damn. I'll take Darwin back. We need a striker. Yeah, Pavlidis gets lucky with the
Tapping
goal.
own goal.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like bounced off.
He hit the post earlier, so I mean he is creating chances.
He does some stuff. Yeah, he can.
He's better
he
than
can hit the
ever
net.
than the other options. I think he's
Arthur
definitely the
Kebab-
starter.
Arthur Kebab came on later.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
I don't
call
think
him
he
what?
did.
Arthur Kebab?
Arthur Kebab.
Amdouni.
No.
No, Arthur Cabral.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, he was bad. Cabral, I don't want to see him anymore.
So we hit you back, not quite. And this is why the goal going in is not 4-1 is not quite 5-0, you would say, Chris.
I would say.
I would say it's pretty far away from 5-0 because 4-0 is something. See, I'm going to write down a note here. So 4-0 is something. 4-1 is just like a regular hockey
In terms
score.
of goals,
What do
yeah,
you want
it's
to
not.
hear?
We
What
didn't
do you
get him
want to
back.
hear? Porto beat you worse?
They did,
Yeah.
yeah. I wanted to do him 6. I would have liked to, but
Yeah.
It's pretty good revenge, though.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
It had to be done. We did what we had to do.
Yeah.
We had to do that.
Balance return
Yeah.
to the force.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. Galeno had some chances earlier on. He like smashed the ball earlier in the game, which Trubin got. But I feel like all second half just frozen out. And like I think we had more possession and just I don't remember any plays that Porto made in the second half.
No, yeah. They
There
were out of the game.
just fucking nothing happening. Fabio Vieira's starting in the lineup nowadays. They brought on Pepe late.
Yeah. They played a day. I'll give them that they played a day later than Benfica. We played on Wednesday. They played on Thursday.
Yes.
But still, I'm gonna say that I love this. There's a beautiful picture of Orkin Kokchu standing over Fabio Vieira, kind of like giving it, or it just looks like that he's standing over him, I guess, and beating him.
And now Fabio Vieira is withering away. He is skin and bones.
He has cholera.
He is a thin boy. He's a very, very thin boy.
I think just the Benfica photographers look for those moments where a Benfica player is standing up and a Porto player is lying down. And we'll
Dominance.
take a picture.
Would you take any of the players from Porto on Benfica? I think I would only want Samu. That's what we need. That's what we want. If we had Samu, no one would stop us.
I would take. I think that.
I'd take Alan Varela too.
Brell's
I don't watch Varela enough. I know that. I think that João Mario, when he was playing really well, was better than.
Yeah, what's going on with him? He's not.
He's just kind of.
He's just on the bench.
Yeah, just not in form. Yeah, they're giving it to the kid, Martin Fernandes. He's got 4 assists this season. Our left back and right back, him and Mora, both producing.
I say a toss up is. I say Galeno and Arthur Koglu are very similar level of player.
Oh well, I'm liking Arthur Koglu more now.
I'm liking him on our team, but I think two guys, they're very similar talent wise. I think
Arthur Koglu has more skill because he's Harry Potter.
Yeah, I don't know. Galeno, he's getting a little stale. I still like him. He's our guy realistically, but I don't know. I feel like he's not. I feel like he's not as challenged as he once was. He's kind of sleeping.
A Brazilian will do that once they get the big bucks.
Yeah,
they'll just be like, I'm happy. Like
he's too comfy.
Well, you know what? No, the thing about it is maybe, and it's not for me to say. This is for Portich just to say. No one ever got comfy with Sergio Conceição.
Nah,
there's no comfy.
No.
Imagine being on Sergio Conceição's team. All the no cushion benches.
No.
It's almost like Toronto. The benches with the little separator bars. You can't even lie down on the motherfucking bench for poor people. You know?
Don't get comfy.
Don't get comfy. You sit and you got to go walk around and spend more money. You can't just fucking relax here.
Nope. No racing seats. No. Just the banquinha.
That's right. So yeah, how do you think of the coach so far?
Victor Bruno.
I mean, I was saying to Patrick on the weekend, like I don't hate him. He hasn't done anything like amazing. This is the first like real hard hiccup, but I feel like maybe this is just online, but like I feel like the Twitter community of Portistas are not big fans of him.
Yeah.
Lost to Lazio. Lazio's a good team though.
Lazio's a good
Italy.
team.
They got Nuno Tavares.
They got Nuno Tavares.
Do you think Victor Bruno makes it to the end of the season?
I think one more hiccup like this, like if we run into Sporting and get slapped 3 or more goals, I think he's out.
Now, see, here's the thing. You guys got to beat Sporting, okay? If you guys could beat Sporting, that'd be really good, I think, for the league. But,
yeah, you would want that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would actually. But someone's got to do it.
Or a tie. We got to catch up to both of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. At the bar, it's chestnut season. They were giving out free chestnuts to everyone at the bar.
They gave us a little cup of chestnuts.
Oh, that's
you never see that. That's good.
That's a new one for me.
This is what a great bar this is.
Yeah.
Free little snacks.
Chestnuts,
little snacks.
peanuts.
And they usually they come up big with the snacks on the big days.
Yeah. Because they know there's a lot of people buying drinks. Give them a little
that's-
snacks. It makes you thirsty too.
And that's why Chris accidentally ate someone's pork rinds one day.
Well, that was free.
Well, it's free, right?
I went to
No, it wasn't.
But it was
that
his.
guy's.
but
I
you
went-
got them for free.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, of course he did.
I went to a Brazilian bar on Friday night for the Palmeiras game. They were barbecuing chicken hearts.
Sick.
Delicious.
That's cool.
Gizzards?
Fucking delicious. The chicken hearts.
Oh, the corazon.
Yeah. Honestly, fantastic.
Just to put a pin on this and Benfica, then we won't talk about it after. We traveled to Bayern Munich. That didn't seem to go very well for us. They played I think they were gonna try and play defensive and then hit them on the counterattack, but they wasn't connecting. Nothing connected. We didn't get a shot on net.
No, 0 shots, yeah.
Benfica rightfully so were pretty unhappy. Bayern Munich also didn't play anything special. I don't know. We just came in so scared of them. They're we did not have Ba that game. I can talk more about this game because I watched every kick. But having that Kabue guy is like playing with 10 men.
He's a disaster. He keeps giving the ball away.
He's just a guy. He's just like a random guy they found.
Kabui?
Who's
Well, he's a
Banjo Kabui?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like not a footballer. He's like an athlete.
He's a city prospect or whatever, and we thought he could fill a hole.
I guess sometimes if you come from the right, if you're just in the right club system, people are like, oh, he must be good. City's good.
Well, yeah,
they only have good players.
It's a good resume.
Yeah, but you gotta think they're not trying to get rid of the good ones.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're not getting they're not sending their best.
They're not. That's right. That's right. Nice for Ronaldo Sanchez to start that game. I mean, I'm always on Ronaldo Sanchez watch, of course.
Oh.
Came in at the end of the other game, did a little dribble,
Great
a little
moment.
dribble.
You went through a couple guys. Yeah.
A couple guys at the end of the game when they stopped trying.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, they were dead.
But on the other game, on Bayern Munich, I thought he did okay. Just kind of but played a little safe, like
Nothing
the whole
special.
team did. But yeah, so there you have it. It was just like not a great performance.
Yeah. On Porto, single goal from Canadian Steven Eustachio was not enough to overcome the Roman side. Lazio 2-1 game in Italy. Romagnoli and then Pedro to put the Romans over. And we played two teams that got Eagles on their crest this week. Lost to both of them. I don't like this.
I think
And the Cowboys lost to the Eagles.
ours is more like a people's eagle, like a nice eagle, a Portuguese eagle. I think that Italian Lazio eagle might be a little bit more of a fascist eagle. I don't know how that goes, but yeah,
Lazio. But yeah, Braga, they tied Elfsborg. Borg, 1-1 game there in Braga against the Swedish team. And then Guimarães beats Mlada Boleslav 2-1.
As they should.
Boleslav.
As they should. Guimarães, I always say, every time Guimarães faces Mlada Boleslav, I'm like, they should win that
They
game.
should definitely win. I
Every
think,
year that's on the schedule. That should be a W. Yeah.
no. Chelsea that day played some god-awful team, and I think they beat them 8-0. João Felix scored a nice goal, but
He gets to play Europa League. Yeah.
That's good for him.
that's when
yeah.
he gets his little chance to get on the field. Biggest game of the week in Champions League. Ruben's farewell at the Alvalade, a 4-1 win over City. A certain Nordic striker would score a hat trick while the other one would miss a penalty kick. Gyökeres, Beastin and Feastin.
Yeah, watch this one too. And at first, I thought the moment was too big for Gyökeres. He gets a breakaway right in like the beginning of the game, or maybe first 15 minutes. Tries to chip the goalie and does not chip it nearly high enough. Just like right into his chest. You know, one of those. You know when you don't press the circle down hard enough.
Yep.
It just kind of goes to the goalie. And I thought, wow. He's choking on the biggest stage. And my first thought always goes, sorry, this is annoying, but goes to Benfica and like, oh, they'll never sell him in January now after he missed that big chance. Guess what? They just had to keep playing. City scored first? Yes.
Foden scored real early.
Almost looked like the goalie
Third
didn't even
minute or
see
something.
it.
Yeah.
Right? And then it just kind of blows past him. And then...
Gyökeres hits him with an aggressive chip.
Kind of did one of those...
It's like he shot it into the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ozil used to do those. You hit it into the ground and over.
It's like when you're off the green and you got kind of like an uphill slope and you're like, okay, I'm not going to slide it up the hill. I'm going to smack it into the ground.
Smack
it's going
it
to
in.
pop up.
Yeah.
Pop up. Yeah.
Pop it.
So he gets it past the goalie in that way. And, that's just instinct, man. That's just
You
know where
can't
the,
teach that.
That's just knowing where the net is. I'm going to put this that way and it's going to go in.
It's funny. I listened back to our podcast from last week, and we're talking about this matchup before it happened. And you said, you're like, how's Gyökeres going to stack up to like a Premier League team? You're like, if he scores a hat trick, then we'll know that he's worth it. He did just that.
There you go.
And he made Haaland look like a fool on the other side.
Yeah. Nobody thought in a Viking battle like that that Gyökeres would come out on top. I mean, maybe we would because we've been watching a lot of it.
Yeah. We know his quality.
Yeah, this whole week has just been like, I think even Ruben Amorim said, like, look, if I win the game, they're going to be having huge sky-high expectations. If I lose the game, okay, then they're going to think, he's not good enough to coach this team, right? So it's all kind of like a little preamble to him starting at Manchester United. Well, at least for the British people. For us, it's him finishing off his sporting career. I think that, they ran amok. They tore him up.
And they didn't stop there. The weekend came, and then they played Braga. It was the game right before the Classico. And huge game. Amorim's last game. Fitting he plays one of his old teams. Ricardo Horta scores 2 goals. Braga's up 2-0. Everyone's like, wow, Amorim is going to have a shit final show as sporting manager. And then they just unleash it.
I thought he was going to go out like a bitch.
He ain't going out like that,
he
son.
said no. Yeah.
Morita hits in first. Human later in the game. Holy shit, he blasts that. Stonk. That stunk.
Yeah, he did. He sent
good
that
one.
in.
That was amazing.
It didn't go top corner, but
Yeah.
more middle of the net.
It was guaranteed stunk.
Yeah. And then Harder just got harder and harder, and he popped in 2 from outside the box. A little slow rollers, but Mateus could not get there.
Caught
I
him.
gotta say, Mateo's got to do better on. I think all of those goals, like that, he did not look good that game. For me, as a person who's cheering for Sporting to lose,
His time might be done.
Yeah.
But goddamn impressive week. 8 goals, and Amorim is off to Manchester United.
Yeah, what a legacy.
Yeah.
All I can see is like, I just want to say this about. I'm watching a lot of British people talk about Amorim and him coming in and how's he gonna do. And then they say like, well, it's the Portuguese league. It's not that competitive, blah, blah, blah. Sporting never wins.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of a
Yeah.
big feat.
Pretty impressive what he's done, yeah.
They think, they never, it's not that competitive, blah, blah, blah. It's competitive enough that they're the 3rd best team. Always. Sorry, Sportingistas. That's it. Just how the chips have fallen for
And you know
the
what
last,
else? You know what else about him? He's working with the same guys he started out with at Casapia. His coaching staff has not changed once. Every team he's moved. And he's bringing them, the whole gang, over to Manchester.
I respect
And he's kicking Rude in the ass.
He doesn't fit on
Kicking
the
him out.
squad. He doesn't fit.
It's not his job to keep Rude.
No. Man, Rude shouldn't be assistant to a 39-year-old new coach.
Rude
Rude can get a job.
He can
They
go get a
probably-
job in
Head
Germany or
coach.
wherever he wants.
Yeah.
To Holland.
I tell all the Man United fans that come to my bar, I said, you guys should be fucking grateful right now. I said, don't poison this man.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him time.
Yeah.
Don't try to kick his ass right away.
Yeah.
So
I saw Gary Neville say, I wouldn't even give him any transfers in January. Like, let's see what he can do with this team. I'm like,
Shut the fuck
You gotta
up,
start
Gary
flipping
Neville.
these guys right away.
Yeah.
They've done enough time with this with that Manchester United team to know how good they are. As soon as he decides until the January should be like the tryout, and then once you get to January, be like off with their heads. All right, this
Gary
guy out,
Neville's
this guy out.
goddamn passion project. Like, shut the hell up.
sell Anthony to the MLS.
Yeah.
You got to ship out a lot of guys, yeah.
Okay, so question for you guys. We always say 3 Portuguese guys is a watch. Is 2 Portuguese guys and a coach?
Yeah,
is that
for
a
sure.
watch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
I'm invested.
Yeah, we're all gonna be watching.
There's people who just watch Mourinho with no Portuguese players.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also there's people who just watch Manchester United for legacy of I was a Cristiano Ronaldo fan. Manchester United is my team. I used to be kind of like that, but I'm not anymore. But
There's lots of Bebe fans out there.
Baby.
That's a thing.
So Sporting, manager's gone. Team is absolutely flying. Can they hold on to this? Can
I'm really
João
curious,
Pereira steer the ship for the closing months of the? I mean, not closing months. We're not even halfway through the league, but
I'm really curious if João Pereira could do what Amorim has been doing for so long. But he has Gyökeres, and Gyökeres can make another great coach out of João Pereira if he keeps playing like this.
and even harder. And Hulman.
And then João Pereira goes to City.
yeah, I think João Pereira, if he goes in there, and it seems like that's what he's doing on the B team. I think coaching the B team, huge help, and especially if they have the same philosophy. If he goes in there and he says, "Look, guys, I'm not going to change anything. I'm not." Some guys have an ego about themselves, and they'll be like, "I want this now to be my team, and I'm going to change it, and this is how I'm going to run things, and everything's going to be different."
So what, you think he's gonna?
That's
cut,
not
he's
gonna
cut to
fly.
Ruben. He's gonna be like, "Hey guys, this is still Ruben's team. Let's keep all the vibes the same."
No, he's going to say it's his team, but he's not going to change big changes or anything.
No, you've worked at a place where management changes.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people, they want to put their stamp on the management, and then you lose the staff like that because the staff goes, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
I came here first and I will actually leave after this guy. He can't do that. He's got to like come in and kind of be just be like, we're gonna do the same stuff, it's working. You don't change what's the
If it
expression?
ain't broke, don't fix it.
I'm like George
The
Bush.
charisma.
You don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
The chemistry. Is that what you're trying to say?
Not the chemistry, just the vibes. Not gonna go in there and bench Porto and say, "But Brigantes is now my guy," because then you're gonna lose half the team, right? Even if that's what you believe, right? Anyways, that's a hypothetical.
Yeah.
I think if he comes in there and he just kind of says, I'm not changing too much. You guys are obviously successful with the way you guys are doing it, so we're gonna keep that going. But I will
think
change.
it's like-
I will adapt.
I've never been sailing, all right? But I would think it's like you're in a sailboat. It's already going pretty quick. You don't gotta do too much.
Yeah.
You don't gotta go pulling on levers and knobs.
start pulling
Like, just let it cook.
That's right. That's right. So if he does that, and it seems like they're preparing him to do that by coaching the B team, I think he'll be all right.
Or if it's like a pilot, like you already took off, your season's already took off, you're in the sky, you just hit autopilot.
That's it.
Jean Pierre has to come in, just hit autopilot.
And just stick the landing later. That's it.
Yeah, he will have to stick the landing at the end of the season,
Yeah.
so he'll have some work to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Ferenc played Casa Pia, and very early on, Mr. Elves scores from the top of the circle.
This has to be the best goal Ferenc has ever scored, right?
It's up there.
Probably up there. Is this guy named Elvis?
Elvis I think he used to play on Sporting. But yeah, incredible goal if you haven't seen it.
It reminds me of one year you could take I'm going to say Frank Lampard, Francesco Totti, in FIFA 07,
Michael
08.
Ballack.
Yeah.
Michael Ballack hit the top of the circle, not leave the top of that circle, and it would fly in. And you'd
You'd have to hit
this
the
is
bar about 85%.
Chris has it down to a science.
And it
He's
would
a
go
bit
in
of a
every
gamer.
time, and you turn the
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation off.
Yep.
And that's what this is what this man did in real life.
It was impressive, but not impressive enough to win the game. They tied it after giving away a penalty in the 32nd.
That's okay.
Step by step, move by move. You get 1 point here. We'll see.
Yeah, one point at a time. There's in 5 points, still in last.
But only 3 points away from that playoff. As long as you keep Arauca close, and they are, so they're all right.
You gotta stay close, yeah.
Still real early.
I think the team we got to praise this week, because we don't have enough time to go into all the different games, but Santa Clara needs some praise.
Yeah.
They've been playing fantastic. They just keep winning games. That's great.
Big win against Guimarães, too.
4th place, Ricardinho, game in hand, I will say.
I mean, I don't think by any means will this happen, but can you imagine Santa Clara goes to the Champions League?
No, they'll go
Can
to the
you
Europa Conference League.
Can you imagine that happens?
They would need to finish 2nd and then qualify.
Oh, okay.
So that
Okay,
is-
so
But
no.
still, Europa. Imagine
yeah.
they make it to Europa.
What a state the
Hey,
league's in.
during this international break, Santa Clara is going on tour with the Cup, and they're coming to Fall River, and then somewhere in Canada. They haven't.
Oh, it's
Well, it's gotta be
It's got to
Toronto.
be around the corner.
Or
I would think
Mississauga.
so. On the map, on the Instagram thing, it honestly looked like London, Ontario.
No, you can't go to London.
Based on what the Instagram post was clicked off on the map.
It could
They
be
don't know the
London.
map of Ontario.
It could be London. A
I would-
promoter in London could get him out there.
I'd go to London to watch Santa Clara.
If you want to go where the most Azorians are, you go to Toronto or Mississauga.
Yeah, maybe the cash it takes to go to Toronto and book a stadium, could be
Come
too
on.
much.
It's Santa Clara. They can make it happen.
Wow.
I don't think they're like.
They couldn't sell
I'll
out
fund
the
it.
Santa Clara field against Porto when I was there.
See, look at this map.
Where is that?
Yeah.
I don't know what
That's
that
not.
is.
That's certainly not Toronto.
Yeah. So wherever they're going, I don't think the full team is going. I think it's probably a couple guys and the trophy.
Definitely a trophy. I want to smell that trophy.
Yeah, that's a good looking trophy.
I'll tell you what. It's probably good the whole team's not going. If the whole team went, I'd say their season's fucked. Why are they doing this to them?
It's the international break.
Keep them in their
They got time.
rhythm though. They're in a rhythm. Keep them in the same city.
Yeah, man. If they come here, I get a hold of them. We're going out. We're partying. We're going to Dundas. We're getting all kinds of drinks.
Yeah.
And then their sleep schedule's all fucked up.
Yeah.
But they're gonna come to Rosa Branca with us.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
better. They better.
And then we're going to the AP. I'm taking video of them saying some crazy shit.
About the referees.
You can't post this. You can't post
Let's make a
this.
point. That should not have been posted. There's a referee guy who's at an afters. He didn't film the plates or all the surfaces in the building. But
It was a tight shot of his head.
But
Yeah,
we know
it had to be.
We know what was on the surfaces.
yeah, and he goes and he
And before we get there, guys, thanks for listening to the podcast. Just a reminder,
What?
follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe where you get your podcasts. Back on YouTube, check us out there. All right, we can continue.
and I would say that you don't pull out your phone.
No.
Like I'll send this to my mates. It's gonna be so funny. You don't. You just tell them about it after. You don't pull out your phone. You
Yeah.
fuck that guy hard.
Well,
and it's
but
a respect thing. He's there
No.
doing stuff with you. You're drinking. You're late at night. He's giving you opinions on players that you probably want to hear.
I'll say this too, though. You're at an after-hours party. You're a referee. You see a phone come out. You turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
he's
on him.
zoinked out of his mind. He's playing along with the
And
phone stuff.
that's his own fault.
Yeah. It was his
I
mistake.
agree.
He fucked up.
Yeah, he did fuck up. But also, you shouldn't be recorded. Nobody wants to be recorded. Everyone's with the phones all the time.
What are you even gonna do? That guy sent it to the group chat probably.
Yeah.
And then someone put that out.
And the group chat sent it to their other group chat, and other group chat. Someone posted on Twitter, and the guy's fucked.
And there's one guy that's a Liverpool fan, and he says, "Oh, this guy hates Liverpool. Well, fuck him."
Yes, there's one conspiracy theorist, Liverpool guy, El Duque of the Liverpool fan group.
Old character.
El Duque is a crazy Benfica guy I met at a bar on DuPont, and who says he got kicked out of a clock, I believe, because he said we should murder the president or something like that.
Let me get a video. You say you're going to kill the president.
That's what you should have done, Joe.
That's what I should have done with that guy.
What? You got to go to the AP with him.
But yeah, no, that was uncouth. That should not have
No,
been
Justin
done.
hates that.
We're getting the electric buzzer in, electric corkscrew.
Is it dead?
You gotta pull it out with
Stuck
your bare
on.
hands.
It died.
He died mid-buzz.
So you fucked the Dow? Did you just fuck the Dow?
That's the
Dow
Cabriz.
Jones.
The Cabriz.
Guess what? Guess what Cabriz is from?
Is it a
Cabriz?
Dow?
Dow.
Dow?
We did 3 Dows today.
Triple Dowd.
Cabriz has been down this whole time?
Cabriz, I think, is my favorite Portuguese wine.
We tripled
That
down.
like you just get at the.
Triple down.
This guy's cranking it. Oh.
You're cranking that hog.
Cranking that Cabriz.
That's the best part. Does it shit it out?
Wild. While we're on the topic of Liverpool, they beat Villa 2-0. Darwin with a beautiful goal, and then some stinkers.
Dude, what more can you ask for? Arsenal and Chelsea tie. City loses, we take a bigger lead. God damn.
Yeah. Salah, this shaved head Salah, he's looking good, and he's playing good. And he's not passing the ball to schmucks on the other side of the box. He's finishing.
He shouldn't have.
He's Salah, yeah.
He's Mohamed Salah. He has that left foot gifted him by Allah himself, and it goes in.
Yes.
Yes.
Praise be upon him.
He's got the confidence of new hair, you know?
Yeah.
No, he has the confidence of
New slot.
when you trim your wispy little
He went to
fading
I think
hair.
he also probably went to
He
Turkey.
definitely went to
last-
Turkey. Why is this even up for debate? We all know he went
Yeah.
to Turkey.
I think
Wait, he
we
filled
talked
it
about
in?
this.
What?
He filled it in?
Oh,
With
yeah.
markers?
He
Yeah.
filled in
He went
his
to Turkey.
his Krusty the Clown look from last season.
His hairline's way better now.
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
Look good, feel good, play good.
That's right.
And a big win against Aston Villa, who's a huge team. So shout out to them. And they're sitting pretty on top of the table. You just mentioned it. City lost again. 4 losses in a row.
It's the first time Pep's ever done that.
Emery gave him the 3rd loss, which I think that might have been a... I don't know if that was a record, but the 4th is definitely one.
4 in a row is the most Pep's ever lost in a row.
and he's falling apart without Rodri.
They're missing Rodri.
Golden Ball winner Rodri.
I think that just goes to show how deserving he is, because City is nothing without him.
Yeah.
He basically everything City's ever done is Rodri.
I'll tell you what. They're begging Ruben Diaz, please help us. We need some defense. We need to stop laying goals. Ruben comes out he's just doing fashion model stuff. He's just posting like crazy, just like
check
all
me
these
out in
different
this
outfits.
04 jersey.
And then he had one with like a coat and some other stuff. He's really into.
He likes fashion, but why does that hurt his play?
It doesn't hurt his play, but I mean they're losing. If you
Don't post fashion if you're losing.
Yeah.
What do you think? Don't post fashion if you're losing, right?
I mean, imagine if you post fashion and you won.
Yeah. Oh, you think he has like a calendar set posting schedule? They tell us
definitely.
about this in
It's
PR.
it's a
They have a
calendar.
calendar. It's already set, and no matter wins or losses, he says just send it.
Yeah.
And,
It's a paycheck.
yeah.
But after Rodri, their midfield drops off so bad. Like Kovacic, you can't fucking play Kovacic.
I didn't
He's
even think
alright.
Kovacic was good enough to be on Chelsea. Now he's on Man City. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn.
Vucic had some good days.
You're a Kovacic guy. Well, he had good days on Chelsea.
I don't love him, but I don't hate him, and I think he's a good enough player to hold it down there.
And then you got, of course, they brought back the old Gundogan.
Yeah,
The
he's
old-
not what he used to be.
That's the biggest failure in all this.
Well, the guy's old now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
And
what.
he went to Barca, and he's like, I don't even know how to play anymore.
I have a theory. People say that Pep's on his way out. He don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I think if he loses, and I think if Ruben Amorim makes kind of a little push, and he kind of like wins another game against City, maybe later on in the year, I think Pep will be remotivated. I think he will come back.
I heard he's not.
Coming back?
He already decided.
I
gonna
think
be
he will change his
remotivated.
mind.
He could change his mind,
I
yeah.
think he'll change his mind.
He's
That's
gonna be
my-
like from Wolf of Wall Street.
That's my theory.
I'm not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving. Yeah, I think that's my theory.
Okay.
I just put it out there.
You just poured Cabri's for yourself. No one
Yeah.
else.
What about my Caprice? I bring the bottle, you don't even fill my cup.
This guy, like,
First of all,
Chris opens it for you, and then you just take the bottle and just pour it for yourself.
Your own brother, you don't give him some Caprice.
First of all, I'm on my third bottle, okay? No, you're right. That was a major faux pas. You always pour others before yourself. Let that be known. That's on the Portugal Corner podcast, one of the rules. Sometimes you gotta break your own rule, though.
Just sometimes you gotta think about yourself.
Yep. Chelsea, Arsenal, 1-1 game. Pedro Neto scores the equalizer, top of the box. Tides are turning there in England,
That's your boy.
in London.
Neto, you can't give him that space in the right in front of the box.
Enzo Fernandez, I was mad when I saw Enzo come on because I just don't like Enzo, but beautiful ball in. And yeah, Neto walks it to the top of the box and he just slaps it down into the right corner with his left foot.
You gotta shut that shit down. Can't
Chris.
let him have that space.
You hear about the new reasons to not like Enzo?
Tell me.
Oh, this is good, juicy.
Apparently, he told his wife and his kid, you know what? I want a break. I want
From
to.
being a father,
Yeah.
He's like, I
husband.
didn't live my life enough.
He wants to live his 20s. He wants to be single again.
Yeah.
wow, what a piece of shit.
So he abandoned his family. Yeah.
He a bit. Wow.
Well, I think he said like he still wants to be a part of it, but like he'd like to fuck
Well,
other hoes. I
You
think is his
can't.
deal.
You can't not be a part of it. You're gonna have to pay fucking child support and see
Yeah.
your children. I
He
hope
just
you
wants
will
them-
visit.
I think he wants them out of the house. Is what he's like.
He's like, listen, can you guys just leave me alone for a bit?
Yeah, I remember
Shit's
seeing that and
annoying.
being like, what a fucking
I got a lot of
douchebag.
living to do before I die.
You shouldn't have done it so early then.
Sometimes those Argentinian guys, you know, they find a
there's-
girl, they go.
He's probably a mama's boy. She's like, you
Yeah.
gotta get a nice wife for you.
She's a beautiful girl.
exactly
I saw
it.
pics.
There's a lot of Portuguese soccer players that already have kids.
Yeah, they're like that too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we know Neves has like 10 already.
Yeah. I
Ruben
think
Neves.
even Vitinha, a lot of the guys.
It's a very family oriented culture, you know, both Argentina and Portuguese.
Dude, if I had
and
like
stuff.
$10 million and I was a professional soccer player, I'd have a couple kids. Why not?
No, I'd have a vasectomy, dude. We talked about this once before.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I was like, I'd get a vasectomy first off.
Wow.
If you're making $10 million a year, you can do both.
Yeah. No, but you can.
And Enzo's doing both.
You can hire like Filipino nannies and like they'll just take care of them.
But that's like money out the door, you know, and you're not gonna be making money forever.
Yeah.
And also, I got like Bentleys to buy. Like, what? You know?
Well, you start another business, you know, like do whatever you gotta do.
You can make the kids work.
Like what? The Enzo Fernandez chicken company or something?
Yeah, you open up a couple Burger Kings in Buenos Aires or something. That's it.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. You ever have Burger King, man? That's money out the door, dude. You're not getting that back.
Everything's money out the door. That's burking out your ass
Hey,
too.
whatever. You make a Chick-fil-A, whatever you need to do.
Elsewhere in the Premier League, Wolves win. They win a game, guys. After we talked shit about them last week, they turn it around 2-0 over Southampton. Cunha smashes one with a howling statement.
That had stonkability.
It's very stonkability. I liked it. I liked that a lot. But nice to see the Wolves get some goddamn points.
And in that vein, we got to give it up. I just heard someone, I think it was Sean Gillen, posted giving some flowers and giving some due to Nottingham Forest. And Nottingham Forest, of course, coached by Nuno Espírito Santo.
Holy Spirit.
And they're doing good. They're fucking this year. So, you know, they're almost like the Santa Clara of the
That's a great way
Portuguese
to put
league, right?
Yeah.
English league.
So North of the English league, yeah. We should tell them that. I'm sure Nottingham Forest with 2 European champions would like to hear that they're the Santa Clara of the English league.
Yeah.
They did lose to Newcastle this weekend, but
Newcastle is a big club now. I mean, they've always been a big club, but they've got money too.
Or are they? They're like the Guimarães of the English
Newcastle,
league.
absolutely.
Yeah, they're definitely the Guimarães.
No, absolutely. Let's go through this. They're like the Guimarães. Manchester United is the Benfica, obviously. Liverpool.
Why would you do that to yourself?
It's the Sporting?
Liverpool was the
No,
Sporting
Liverpool-
for a long
no,
time. Yeah,
Liverpool's
Liverpool's the
Tottenham.
Sporting. No, Liverpool's the
No.
Sporting. Liverpool can't be Tottenham.
Oh,
You're saying
I mean,
Sporting's Tottenham.
Sporting's Tottenham. I meant to say.
Braga's Tottenham.
Braga's Tottenham. I like that. Sporting's Liverpool because they won recently and they didn't win for a long time.
Okay, I'll
No,
agree with that. But Liverpool has history.
Liverpool,
Sporting
Porto.
has history.
Yeah.
I agree.
Porto, well, Manchester
Evan.
United and Liverpool are the two clubs with the most wins. So that would have to be Benfica and Porto. And then
We can talk about this all day, guys.
Yeah.
No. Porto's Arsenal.
No, Sporting's Arsenal. For anything.
Okay.
Whatever. There's no fucking right or wrong. We're not
There's
gonna
no
get this.
congruent to
It doesn't.
There's no
It doesn't work
congruent.
perfect. It only works for Santa Clara and Nottingham Forest and Guimarães and Newcastle. And everything else, don't even try it.
We shouldn't have went down that rabbit
Yeah.
hole.
You wanted to. You were
We're
excited.
climbing back up. We're climbing back up out of the rabbit hole.
Manchester United. Bruno scores in his 250th appearance as a Red Devil. Kind of gets 2 goals as he flicks it off a guy. And it becomes
Aston
an own
Villa is Belnench, though.
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ.
Let's move on.
And then he would assist Garnacho. Garnacho with an impressive strike from the top of the box.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like that goal a lot.
Big day for Ruud van Nistelrooy. And how many Manchester United fans are just like, not only Manchester United, but Sporting fans said, Ruud was onto something. Why couldn't you just let him cook and let Amorim finish the year?
I said I thought he would be the next Solskjaer. He would get a big bump, interim manager bump.
Then it'd be December, and they'd be like, we're going to sign you for a 10-year deal.
Yeah.
And then he'd be shipped by fucking May.
That could have totally happened, but they really wanted Amorim, and they want him now.
Well, I think they learned a lesson too, right? It's
Yeah.
like don't hire the internet.
Get a real guy.
Get a guy for the plan.
Yeah.
But yeah. And always go Portuguese, not Dutch. They always go Dutch first, and then they follow it up with Portuguese. Van Gaal, Mourinho, which one's better? Come on, we're better than the Dutch.
You don't like Ruud, though?
Van Nistelrooy?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
I mean, he's a poor man's Paulette, don't you think?
Pauletta from Santa Clara.
No, I'm kidding. Obviously, Ruud Van Nistelrooy. So I would have taken Ruud Van Nistelrooy in a big tournament over Pauletta any day of the week.
All right. In Italy, Leão is back in fine form with 2 goals. Fonseca claims this is the player that we need. He was not good earlier on. He was not doing his part, but now he's killing it. He's stepping up. No more songs, no more fashion. I'm just doing soccer.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I said, can you imagine this guy puts everything else on the back burner?
But he can't have hobbies.
Yeah, sometimes hobbies inspire you to focus on your main goal. But sometimes they set you adrift.
Yeah, I'm surprised that I think it's a little tough love, right? Like I thought, Fonseca with Portuguese player, beautiful. He likes an attacking style. Rafael Leão was obviously fully attacking. So I thought that would be a match made in heaven, but he had to show him a little tough love to get what he wanted out of him. He tore up Real Madrid during the week.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Champions League. I didn't watch so much on the weekend, but he fucking tore them up.
3-1 win. That was impressive just in general for AC Milan, especially against Madrid. Not that Madrid's been like the shit this year.
Yeah, they haven't been bad.
They do have a stacked squad. We expect a lot from them, but I mean, Barca's running away with it in Spain, and they just lost to AC Milan. Juve, the derby of Turin. Francisco Conceição tees up Kenan Yildiz for a beauty to beat Turin. 2-1.
Torino.
Yeah. Chico's 5th assist of the season. But yeah, Chico's looking good. Juve is cooking with all these like kind of kids that no one's really ever heard of. Like, I'm sure we never really heard of this Kenan Yildiz too much, but all the Turks are probably like, who's this? I mean, I'm sure they know Conceição as his dad, but they're like, who the fuck's this kid?
Oh yeah, I mean, Yildiz, Arturkoglu, Kokshu, like if you get grouped with Turkey coming up, I mean, you're gonna have a tough time. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Not us though. I mean, we smoked them, and I knew we would. But
Yeah, they're not that good.
Local teams. DFC season's over. I don't know. There's anything else there?
Well, you said that.
Is this true?
Insigne said if Conte called me, I would be there right away.
Yeah.
Next plane.
Go back to.
But
Napoli.
no one wants you back, man. You're stuck with us, jackass.
Yep. York, Shola went out for national team duty. Apparently Jesse March really likes him. He's making a splash there. He's playing for the U17 squad. And then Benjamin Mora, head coach, he's out.
He walked away.
That's it.
But I don't know. He's got a couple teams in Mexico calling for him, so he's off to bigger and better things. We wish him the best.
I don't blame him. He's got the right attitude.
Yeah, he's a fucking gangster, man. He's a great save for the season. Very uplifting fellow.
It probably helped a lot gain more traction, more eyes, and
Yeah, man.
more,
Build the fan
more
base.
butts in seats.
Yep, it was nice.
Oh, there was the Portuguese awards tonight.
Oh, saw that.
They did on the kind of the break, the international break. A lot of people in Lisbon for that. George Jesus gave us a nice history lesson. Said he was so proud to be Portuguese. Someone made a comment I thought was very funny. It was like, this is what happens when they don't allow alcohol in Saudi Arabia. This is the first drink he's had in probably a while.
Yeah, he lost his tolerance.
Getting all sentimental. And then Cristiano Ronaldo came on, won an award, said, people always say we're a small country. We're a huge country. We're a massive country. So nice words from both those guys.
Beauty.
I have friends that say that to me too. He goes, you guys are not that big a country, but you're fucking everywhere. He's like, you guys are fucking everywhere.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Well, we have lots of kids.
Lots of babies.
Lots of babies.
Congratulations.
What Justin doesn't want, though.
What?
Lots of babies.
No, it ends with me.
It's here.
Nelly Furtado's album dropped.
Oh, hell yeah. This is what
Nice.
I'm talking about.
Where's John Desmond's album?
Oh, apparently that's coming out too.
Nice.
The album's kind of mid. I listened to it today. Great cover though.
Which one?
Have you seen it?
Have you seen the rain?
Does she look hot in
Have
it?
you seen her? Yeah.
Her back. 7. Is that a nod to soccer?
It's got to be a not
Seventh
Ronaldo.
album?
It might be her 7th album.
It's probably
for
her seventh
sure.
album.
Yeah, but in
Yeah, but it's like soccer thing that's on her back.
Portuguese
Yeah.
culture. Come on.
It's a shout out. It's a nod.
Yeah,
Okay, what's the cover she does? Oh, you meant the cover of the album.
that's the album cover.
Oh, I thought she covered a song.
No.
Oh,
Chris, I thought that too.
Yeah.
It's very poppy. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, check out some Nelly Furtado. Stonk of the week.
Elvis.
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 Elves.
Hulmand and Cunha. but you guys.
Why does this always happen?
I'm just.
Why is it?
No, we should shout them all. We should shout them all out.
I'm
These
not-
are the
what were you
nominees.
I'm not debating. I'm just saying these are the.
No, I'm just mad because sometimes there's no stonks.
Yeah.
And then this week it's just fucking stonk city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
They happen in threes. The rule of threes.
Rule
True.
3.
You're right.
Sometimes I'm gonna one of those non-weeks. I'm gonna have to go out there. I'm gonna go out to the playgrounds. I'm gonna have to go out to the parks. Be like, guys, I caught a good one at Bellwoods. This one guy he caught it really well.
Smashed
It
it.
went bar down.
You're just watching random guys.
Yeah.
Almost just like bums playing.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
Elvis,
give
you guys.
that stonk of the week. And I go up to them and I say, I'm gonna have to give this stonk of the week. He's like, you're crazier than I am.
Yeah.
He says, don't touch me.
Yeah.
First of all, don't touch me.
Okay, Elvis wins that. João Wonder 160.
I gotta give it to my man who he might be coming up close to Cristiano Ronaldo on João Wonders, but Bruno Fernandes, right?
Pretty much 2
Well,
goals.
he scored 2. Wasn't that a cup game?
No, that was. They played Leicester last week, midweek for Cup, and then this weekend was.
Oh, right.
You want to give it back to back to Ruben?
I was going to say
for the
back
week?
to back
No.
coach. Back to back coach. João Wonder. That's never happened.
I could vote it. Yeah, we could vote.
Put it to a vote. Well, my vote's Ricardinho.
He went. Okay, so.
Portuguese?
Of course he is.
Okay, but think about what Ruben Amorim did. He beat Manchester City. Went and beat Braga for his last game, his old team.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Ruben
Like,
Amorim on that.
Yeah, these guys want to do it again.
I want the back to back for Ruben. I want him to have it.
What about
Chris is right.
since we want to do coaches? What about Bruno Lage?
No,
No.
No.
he lost. He had like a 20-point lead on Botafogo. No.
Oh yeah. Well, also he lost against Bayern.
I don't know. It could be swayed. What else you guys got? That was my immediate reaction. I was like,
Yeah, that's a big
I
one.
was like, I think he's gonna win it twice.
I don't know. I would say Bruno. Pedro Neto. I wouldn't say. Just throwing names
For a
out.
tying goal. I don't know.
I like it for the story of Ruben Amorim. The way him going out that week. Maybe we didn't have to give it to him last week, but there was no other performances
That's more
last
of
week.
what
If Bruno had done that
you
performance
didn't want
last
to give
week,
it to Jill Diaz last week. That's the problem.
But
Yeah,
that's the
you
thing.
should have done it last
The
week.
thing is, Ruben Amorim actually deserves it this week.
Yeah, last week he did nothing. What, he got a job?
he got hired. You
He
ever
got hired, big fucking deal.
Okay, when your friend gets hired, don't you always that's
You
when you
give
pop
João
the
Wonder-
bottles. That's when you like, guys, we're going out, I got hired. It's not like, oh, after when he like proved himself at his job that you fucking celebrate the getting of the job, right?
Well, it's more like he did an awesome job at his last job before he left.
Yeah.
And that's
And
cool.
usually people don't do that. They quiet
No.
quit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Usually people they check out.
Yeah, they steal things from work on the last day. He didn't steal anything but everyone's hearts.
All right, let's put it to a vote. Amorim versus Bruno.
Okay.
All right. We'll let you guys know. Thanks once again for listening. Get us on social at Portugal_Corner on X, at Portugal Corner on Insta. Join us on Patreon. Talking Portugal in the Corner. Listen to us on YouTube. Email us at theportugalcorner@gmail.com. Subscribe to your pods and leave a rating and review.
Hey, thanks so much for listening to this for all these years.
Yeah.
This is our last one, so you know what? I like to go out on top. SL Benfica for life.
For this.
Hey, Paul.
Boy. No.